So I've got a spreadsheet here and it has got some dates in here. This one here is covering the year 2021. This is in day, month, year format. I've got some public holidays here. They're in day, month, year format again. And for those of you that are not familiar with it, I've actually put it in a long format here, making it a bit easier to read. What I want to do is find out how many working days there are in there. So I want to factor in the weekends. I can also work out using one of the functions also if you're working part-time, say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever pattern it actually is. So as I said, I've got 1st of January to 31st of December 2021. And I've also got another one here. Again, it covers a year, but 1st of August to 31st of July 2022. And it doesn't have to be any like a particular year. I could have in here, say the 1st of February 2021 through to say the 28th of February 2021. So let's just pop those in there for something else. The two functions we're going to look at, I've actually just got down here, Network Days and Network Days International. And the Network Days International is going to help me with this part-time working. So I could just subtract the difference between these two days to find out how many days there are in total. That's actually the difference between the 2 days. So if I just type in equals, click on the end date minus this date here, and you can see it comes up with 364, but we know that there's 365 days because it's the difference between them, not actually how many. So I could just click here and put in a +1 and that fixes that. And then I can just copy it down, and you know I can just copy by clicking and dragging the right hand corner where it's got that plus sign, and you'll see it's done it there. So that's got 28 days. But what if I want to know the working days factoring in the weekends? And we're also going to take into account public holidays in a moment. They don't have to be public holidays. You could put in the holidays of particular people or of the company as well, and that would take all of that into account. So for that, I'm going to use Network Days here. Now this works the same way whether you're using Mac or Windows. I'm using Windows here, but this function works across both. So where do I find the functions? Well, I'm just going to go into the Formulas tab across the top here, go into Date and Time, and you'll see it's got Network Days and Network Days International. We're just going to go with Network Days first. Let's just click on that. Now, if you're using it on a Mac, the formula builder comes up on the right-hand side, but you've got the same boxes to fill in here. Okay, so let's start by putting in the start date. Let's just click here, and then let's click here and go to the end date. And you'll see already it's coming up here with 261 days as opposed to 365. As you can see, the holidays here is optional. Anything here in bold you have to fill in. So let's click OK. And let's just copy that down. And that's telling me the work days that you've got here. Now, I would like to include the public holidays in that. So let's just go back to this one here, the first one. If I click on the insert function, it's going to come back up with my dialog box, and let's just click on holidays. And I'm just going to click and drag down here. Now I'm going to copy this down. So I don't want the rows to change. So what I do is I put in a $sign in front of each of these row references here so that when I copy, they don't change. Let's click OK. Let's now copy those down. And as you can see, it's taken into account the public holidays, of which there are not any in February, so it didn't change at all. So there you have it. That's how you can actually put in these public holidays and make that work for you. Let's just actually get rid of one and see what happens. It says 253. It now says 254 because I took 1st of January out. But I'm going to put it back because, well, holidays are good for you. Okay, so that's that one there, the working days. So we've now got the total days, the working days. What about the part-time working? Well, for that, I'm going to use Network Days International. Now, this also covers different weekends that people might have. So we traditionally, in many countries, use Saturday and Sunday, but that's not always the case. So we're going to take a look at that as well here. Okay, so where do I find this one? Well, it's in the same sort of place. I can click here and look down here and find it. You could also click on Insert Function over here on the left, or on the formula bar I could click Insert Function here. Let's do that. I could now scroll down and find it. I'm already in the date and time category, but I could also click here and I could just type it in. So if I'm searching for it, I could just type in network days, click on go, there it is, Network Days International, and click OK. Now again, it's got the start date and the end date. Let's just put that start date in. Let's just do that end date. Now, the weekend, you might need a little bit of help on this. If you leave this blank, it's just going to default to being Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, that is going to work for many of us. But let's just click help on this function here. Because if I do, you'll see it's got my options here. And if I scroll down, you'll see it says weekend number. So if you have 1 or omitted, it's Saturday, Sunday. 2 is Sunday, Monday. Then you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. You could different, and then you might have Sunday only, Monday only. You can see what's going on here. But anyway, we want to just leave it. Just for the sake of argument, I'm going to type in 1 here, and that will do it as a Saturday or Sunday. Let's put the holidays in. So let's just do the public holidays. Let's highlight that. If you highlight too many, it doesn't matter. Let's put our $ in here for the referencing to make sure that doesn't change. I do have a tutorial on absolute referencing as well, absolute and relative referencing. So you might want to check that out. I'll put a link below this video so you can find it, so you can see what these $ are all about if you've not come across them before. But basically, when I copy down, if I did, it would normally change it to H5, H6, and so on, and H21, H22. By putting the $ in there, it stops it. So let's click on OK, and let's actually copy that down. And there we go. That is now taking into account those weekends there. And we've now got the public holidays. So let's have a look at the part-time working. For that, we can put in the pattern that we're working. So let's say we work on a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but not the rest of the week. I can easily adjust that. I'm going into the insert function here again, which takes me to the dialog box, and it's this weekend option that I'm going to change. Now you do need to put this in quotes, so I'm just going to put a quote in here. So it starts on a Monday, the pattern, so it is 0, tells you that you are working that day, so you want a 0 for the Monday, the Tuesday and the Wednesday, but you're not working on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so you put a 1 in there for those. And you could have any combination you like in here, and it's telling me that you are only working 150 days if you work part-time like that. Let's just take the Wednesday off as well. Let's just change that 0 to a 1, and you can see it changes it to 98 here. Let's change it back. So there we go, that's the pattern. But you could have another pattern, perhaps you work Saturdays and you put that one in as well, and you can see it immediately changes. Let's change it back to my original plan of Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. You've got the public holidays factored in there as well. Let's click on OK. Let's copy this down. Now there's only 4 weeks in February, so this should change to 12 days. And there we have it. It's kind of why I picked February, because it's a nice easy one, isn't it? Well, I could have chosen a 4-week period there. Okay. So that is how you can use the Network Days and the Network Days International to calculate your working days, factoring in weekends, public holidays, and also if you work part-time as well. Thanks for watching. If this is useful, then please do check out my other videos and like, share and subscribe. Thanks very much.